Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika in with Claws. Last night, season 2, episode 4, entitled Scream. This was a episode that focused a lot on Quiet End, which is good. I enjoyed myself with this episode of Claws. Ann wakes up with a call from the Department of Children and Family Services. Remember, her and her ex Arlene were looking to adopt, and this was the call they were waiting on. But now it's a letdown to Quiet Ann because she and her ex are no more, and she told the worker this, and of course it opens up an already not healed completely wound for Quiet Ann. Child, you cannot date a cop now with all the shady dealings that y'all got going on within that little crew of people. You just can't do it, girl. You shouldn't have did it. Her phone starts going off from all her friends asking for favors. Now she at her wit's end this episode. She just tired. Everything is coming down on her. She's sad, but instead of anybody paying attention to her, they just constantly going on with their lives, being involved in their own situations. Desna is asking her to pick up shit for a spa day. Virginia wanna borrow $10. Somebody else asking her to babysit, and she just basically feeling like, okay, I'm the errand motherfucking boy here, okay? Nobody is realizing Quiet Ann needs a moment and a lot of support right now. There was this scene where Desna told Quiet Ann when she completes going over her paperwork. She was in there with Zlata. She arrived back to the salon with her, and Zlata said, "You don't have to explain yourself to the help." And Quiet Ann was standing over there looking at her like, "Okay, bitch, keep it up. Not today, bitch. Not today." I don't like that. Zlata act like she want them to treat her. She want them, Desna, to treat them with respect and everything and pay them well. But she jealous of their friendships that she see Desna has with these women. I don't too much like that. Anyway, girl, Miss Polly, I think Miss Polly is taking her job as instructor to these strippers a little too far. Child, she over there acting like she an instructor with Alvin Ailey or something. Changed her voice and everything. But I love me some Polly, so I ain't got no complaints. Quiet Ann upset that she got to drive Dean, Desna, and Uncle Daddy around town like she the errand boy, and she not feeling it today. Uncle Daddy still want to take Zlata to the upper room, but Desna reminded him they can't. Plus, the clinic finna get ready to open, which is gonna yield more and more money for them, cause her girls is doing good right now, right? Now let's go back to the shop, cause Quiet Ann has picked up on Jen ass being drunk. Meanwhile, ain't nobody else noticing that. Desna is in a panic, not paying attention to her friends because Gregory mom coming to the shop for a spa day, and she want everything to be perfect for this woman. Jen starts thinking about Brenda when she hearing Desna talking about Greg's mom, and she thinking about the shit that she pulled with Bryce. And Desna basically told her, "Girl, you gonna have to get over it." And she quoted one of Zlata's quotes, I guess from her book or whatever. And to be honest, ain't nobody in that shop trying to hear that shit, because they feel like Desna kind of losing herself in this relationship with Zlata, right? Quiet Ann, she got her massaging her shoulders, meanwhile still barking orders to her to clean out some bowls or something. And Quiet Ann trying not to lose it all in this episode because she fed up. Then we meet Quiet Ann brother, because he brought his old fine ass on down to the shop. And she trying to take him outside to talk, and Desmond and the girls like, "Introduce him to us. I know you ain't Shane." So we learned that his name Henry, and he a state senator. Now you got Polly and Marnie. Child, Marnie say she's studying the Quran, and that she and Malik can't have sex because the nation of Islam forbids interracial sex, so they can only be friends and study buddies. And Polly looking at her like, "Girl, where the fuck did I go astray with this child?" Ain't no, she just like, what the fuck? Who is this girl? Now, Henry came to see Quiet Ann because he want her to come to a dinner with their parents. That would be cool except for the fact that she ain't seen her family in years. We learned that Henry is all up in the closet and has been treated well because he kept it on the down low. Meanwhile, Quiet Ann has been black sheep because of her openness about being gay, and he asking her to come sit with this kind of shit. I just felt like Quiet Ann needs a release and a win at this point. But she did agree to go ahead on down there and talk to the parents and me have this dinner. Now, in comes Miss Shirley Ralph, Gregory's mom, to Desna's shop, and she confronted her about how Desna feel about her relationship with her son. But then she turned around and said, but I actually understand it. Then Zlata showed up at the shop and Desna introduced her. And did she say sister? Because y'all saw how Quiet Ann looked at her like she not here for Zlata. She don't really care for her. And she can't stand that relationship that's building between Desna and Zlata. Desna gets a text, then asks for Quiet Ann to come and talk a minute. And you thinking at this moment she done finally realized something is off with her friend. No, she asking her to do more work. She done sent this girl down to the clinic on a mission to beat the asses of the workers not doing their job. Child, baseball bats and everything. Later on, she's sitting in the van and she looking at old pics of her and Darlene. And, you know, she going back down memory lane when Desna texts her again, asking her to pick up a ribbon for the new clinic opening. She does it. She comes back, and Zlata and Gregory mom is still there. And she looking like, I can't stand this shit. Zlata brought food. Ain't nobody think to say Quiet Ann, but they got her ripping and running. And at this moment, it just seemed like Quiet Ann wanted to just go the fuck off. But she trying to hold her mule. Gregory mom asks why Desna hasn't been married before. She trying to figure out if Desna is worthy of marrying her son, and Desna shocked because she had no idea that Gregory was even thinking of proposing to her. So now all the ladies in there all cheering it on because it appears Greg mom done spilled some tea, but this man ain't proposed yet, so this woman saying this, you ain't heard it, but we celebrating, okay. Quiet Ann over to the side feeling a ways because Desna basically having the life she wanted to have with Arlene. She was about to be happy and all that. It could have been her. But did y'all pay attention to them girls saying to Desna that Gregory is not a dope dealer and respects her and don't take her for granted like Roller did? And I was like, but Gregory is a dope dealer. And he don't respect her because he ain't told her the truth about girl. Child Dean over there trying to pop pussy and shake his man meat. Virginia and him later on arguing because she want to help him with his moves and he don't want it. I'm like, child. Desna done left to go meet up with Zlata. Quiet Ann goes and gets ready for dinner with her parents. And child, she looked like a whole little bitch. I said, come through. Child, we get to the dinner with our parents, and you can tell they upper echelon, very uppity. And you can tell that when Henry announced that he planned to run for governor, they happy as hell about that, but they looking at her like she less than because we learned that Quiet Ann got a degree and speaks 5 languages, so they trying to figure out why you a security guard down to the shop. They tell her they spoke with her ex-husband and he want to really work things out with her, and they are urging her to do that. That's the purpose of them having her come to this dinner, because they feel like for him to still want her after her trying to kill his girlfriend with some type of beer bottle or something, he got to be a keeper. She looked at them like, okay, first of all, y'all must have forgot I'm a full-blown lesbian. All day, every day, 365 days a year, 52 weeks so a damn year, I am a lesbian. And for the record, that was my girlfriend that I tried to kill, not his. She get up and go to the bathroom and she just break down because she tired of not being accepted for who she is by her parents. It done been a rough day and she over it. She listening to an old recording from Arlene about this baby, and just reliving the fact that that's a dream that probably will never come true. And then she comes out that bathroom and she go to that table to really read them all, but she wind up being read because, child, they not mad at her about her being gay. We find out all of them is gay. Shit. Girl, I was like, so everybody be it in the family. Child, later on, her and her brother was at the beach and they laughing about the situation, and he apologized for not being more supportive to her. I said, at least that's somebody, but it's not who she needs. Jen, girl, you need help beyond Ann. But you done call quiet in because your ass down to the damn corner store trying to steal some booze, and they done put them handcuffs on you. She get there and get you out the situation. Y'all getting ready to leave. The damn alarm goes off again. Because, bitch, you ain't gave up all the alcohol. You got a whole damn bottle of wine in your period. Quiet in goes to get the shit back to the people. And that's when Jen decides she's going to puke right then and there. Just a drunk ass piece of cunt. I can't stand that kind of drunk, child. I don't like that get overindulged and then puke type of drunk. I like that happy drunk that we have a good time. Now, all the girls is rallying around Jen at this AA meeting, and for some reason, her and Bryce end up doing a duet. She got nice vocals, though. I give her that. But I didn't understand that, and, you know, but I was cool with it because I thought this was the catalyst to them trying to work everything out. And they were going to get back together. But, child, as they was walking out the building, Bryce told her ass that he wanted a divorce, and he had already spoken to someone. He over their marriage. Bryce and Uncle Dad and them trying to pull a stunt on Zlata to overtake her, and child Desna is hearing and know all about it. They telling her not to say nothing, and she is sitting there like, what, you know, what should she do at this point? She don't know if she should tell what she know or just remain silent. Marnie done got kicked out of school, child, for wearing a Islamic headgear. Polly trying to figure out why is she a 17-year-old white girl engrossed in the Nation of Islam. Marnie says to Polly that you do know that you're not my mama in this temple and one day I would leave. And Polly seemed like she went into a whole new character on us. You know she flips in and out. She ain't trying to hear that. She said she ain't never gonna let the girl go and call her Lillian. And then when she said Lillian, all the ladies was like, oh shit. But my question is, who is Lillian? Is we gonna find out this season who the hell is Lillian and why is she equating her to Marnie? Marnie was over the shit. She wasn't trying to do no understanding the policy. She walked out. That damn Desna tried to talk to you know, try to show some support to Polly. Polly was like, I'm good. Desna is still confused, even though this is going on. She ain't got time to focus on it because she's trying to figure out who should she show her loyalty to. Should she tell Zlata about what Uncle Dad and them trying to pull, or should she be quiet? Who should her loyalty lie with? And she had the nerve to ask Quiet Ann that. Quiet Ann wasn't feeling it and said, you got a lot of nerve to be asking me about loyalty when I sold out the love of my life for you. Child, Desna act like she was unaware of what Quiet Ann was talking about and said, what? Quiet Ann said, you heard me, bitch. And Desna said, call me bitch again, and walked up on Ann. And Quiet Ann ain't no punk bitch. She said it again. And next thing you know, her and Desna swinging at each other. And baby Quiet Ann hauled off and slapped the bejesus out of Desna. And Desna was caught off guard. Looked like she just didn't know what to do, bitch. She asked her what the fuck her problem was. And Quiet Ann said, your life is all about business dealings with Zlata and Marion Gregory. You have lost sight of all your friends. Desna said she done more than her fair share for all of them. Quiet Ann said, I ruined my life for you. And Desna wanted to know how. Quiet Ann said we were going to have a child, and everybody shocked, looking like, what the fuck? Quiet Ann storms off, and Polly followed behind her, trying to make her feel better. She went to tell her one of her stories, and Quiet Ann told her, girl, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody believes you because you walk around here playing a character all your goddamn life. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Polly said, oh, but bitch, what you won't do is judge me because the real you lies inside your head, and you been judging us all. And they played back different parts of this episode where Quiet Ann had been judging them all. She was saying things about them in her head that she wouldn't say to them directly. Quiet Ann tells Desna that she hasn't been there for Jen. Jen going through. And she hasn't noticed how unhappy she's been. Then she shares that the DCFS worker called and that they had a baby available for her, but because of Desna, it's now all ruined. Desna didn't know Quiet Ann said. Didn't know. Quiet Ann said, I told you I had to give my baby up for adoption, and all I ever wanted was a family, but you made me give up the possibility of ever having that. Desna didn't know it was that deep, so she goes to hug her, and she's crying, and she apologizing, because she said she never would have put her in that position if she had known. She then apologizes to Desna for slapping the bejesus out of her ass. Quiet Ann said it's all good. Arlene moved on with her life and she got someone new. Desna convinces her to go and get her girl back. So she ends up going to Arlene's house, knocking on the door. Nobody answered. Quiet Ann got back in the van and she beating on the steering wheel. Then she decides to call Arlene. Arlene didn't answer, so she left a voicemail saying she's sorry that she set her up to protect Desna, but she still loves her and would do anything to get her back. And I was like, bitch, that might bite you in your ass. It might. I don't know. It might. Arlene called her back and told her she not seeing nobody and to come see her later on that night. Then we see Arlene pick up Dr. Ken and place him under arrest, so she didn't lose her job. She's still a cop. And I don't think this shit finna go well for Desna, Quiet Ann, or none of these people. That shit there is finna be a hot mess. But that was it. That was all of episode 4 of season 3 of Claws. Get down in the panic section. Let me know what you thought about last night's episode. I want to hear. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.